In the midst of royal grandeur and the world's constant gaze, Prince Harry lived burdened by the weight of noble blood and strict traditions. Yet beneath it all, his heart yearned for genuine warmth. One unexpected day, he met Meghan, a brave and spirited woman from America. They came from two different worlds. Harry was raised within the rigid walls of monarchy, while Meghan was an actress longing for freedom. Despite their differences, a strong bond grew between them. They shared laughter, stories, and dreams of a different future. News of their relationship spread swiftly, drawing the world's attention to the couple. Soon, in the year 2018, a magnificent wedding took place. Every eye watched as they exchanged vows, full of hope for change and happiness. But behind the dazzling celebration and flashing cameras, challenges began to emerge. A long journey lay ahead, filled with trials unknown to many. After their grand wedding, Harry and Meghan's lives changed dramatically. They found themselves under even stricter scrutiny. Every step they took was watched, every word they spoke judged by millions across the world. Meghan, once free to live as an actress, had to adjust to the rigid rules and protocols of the royal family. The pressure was immense, not only from official duties but also from the public and media's harsh gaze. Racism surfaced as a painful issue. Meghan, of mixed heritage, often faced cruel comments and harsh criticism. She struggled with loneliness and mounting mental stress. Harry tried to shield Meghan and their young family from the relentless storm. Yet, internal family conflicts added to their heavy burden. Tension grew and happiness felt distant. They began to question if the path they had chosen was truly right. The mounting pressure and constant scrutiny finally pushed Harry and Meghan to make a life-changing decision. Early in the year 2020, they announced their intention to step back as senior members of the royal family. The world was stunned. Media outlets and the public reacted with a flood of speculation and opinion. Some saw it as betrayal, while others understood it as a brave move to reclaim their freedom. Harry and Meghan explained their desire to live more independently, free from the heavy surveillance and relentless pressure. They wanted to focus on their mental health and create a safer environment for their family. This decision came at a cost. They gave up their titles, official income, and many privileges tied to royal status. Yet they believed that freedom was worth every sacrifice. Behind this choice was a mix of sadness and hope. They knew the road ahead would be filled with uncertainty, but they chose to move forward in search of a better future. After stepping away from royal duties, Harry and Meghan embarked on a new chapter far from palace walls. They moved to California, a land full of promise yet unfamiliar challenges. The couple faced the daunting task of rebuilding their lives without the security and status of royal titles. Adjusting to everyday life was not simple. Simple freedoms came with new responsibilities. They had to navigate public attention without the shield of monarchy. Yet amidst these challenges, they found moments of peace and joy raising their children away from constant scrutiny. Meghan and Harry also sought new purpose. They involved themselves in humanitarian work, raising awareness about mental health, racial equality, and environmental issues. Their roles shifted from royal figures to advocates and creators. This period was a mix of reinvention and resilience. Though stripped of formal titles, their desire to make a positive impact stayed strong. Building a meaningful life beyond the palace became their new mission, filled with hope and uncertainty. As Harry and Meghan stepped into their new lives, tensions with the royal family simmered beneath the surface. Interviews and public statements revealed fractures and disagreements that shocked many. Their candid discussions about struggles with the media and family tensions sparked intense debate. Supporters praised their honesty, while critics accused them of betrayal and disrespect. The relationship between Harry and his brother William became strained, fueling tabloid speculation. Meanwhile, the monarchy faced questions about tradition, privacy, and adaptation to modern times. Media frenzy intensified, sometimes blurring the line between public interest and invasion of privacy. Harry and Meghan found themselves both defenders and targets in a complex battle for their narrative. Despite the storms, they continued to advocate for causes close to their hearts, determined to define their story on their own terms. Away from the palace and royal titles, Harry and Meghan sought to redefine themselves. They focused on causes that mattered deeply: mental health awareness, fighting racism, and protecting the environment. Their work brought them into new communities and collaborations. They produced documentaries, launched foundations, and spoke openly about struggles they faced. Though the path was not easy, they found strength in their mission. Building a life that aligned with their values became a source of purpose and hope. In this unfamiliar world, they carved out a space where they could live authentically, away from the rigid expectations of the past. Their journey was far from over, but every step showed their commitment to change and growth. Choosing a life outside the royal family came with its own costs. Harry and Meghan faced financial challenges, security concerns, and relentless media scrutiny. Without official support, they had to build new careers and sources of income. At the same time, their legacy as members of the royal bloodline cast a long shadow over their efforts. They grappled with expectations and judgments from all sides, those who loved them and those who criticized them. Yet despite the heavy price, they embraced their decision. Freedom meant accepting uncertainty and forging a new path on their own terms. This chapter of their lives was marked by resilience, sacrifice, and the constant balancing act between past and present. Amid the challenges, Harry and Meghan made efforts to mend bridges with their family. Private conversations and gestures hinted at desires for healing. Though wounds ran deep, the couple expressed hope for understanding and peace. They sought to move beyond past conflicts while standing firm on their values. This delicate dance between distance and connection shaped much of their journey. They balanced public life with private emotions, hoping to find harmony. At times, the path was fraught with setbacks, but the desire for family and belonging remained strong. The story of reconciliation was ongoing, filled with cautious steps and sincere intentions. Harry and Meghan looked ahead with determination. They embraced their roles as advocates, storytellers, and parents shaping a new legacy. Their journey was a testament to courage, stepping away from centuries-old traditions to build a life defined by authenticity and purpose. They continue to address important issues, inspiring many worldwide to challenge norms and seek truth. With each challenge faced, they grew stronger, proving that even in the face of adversity, hope and change are possible. Their story remained unfinished, a living testament to resilience and the search for belonging beyond titles and privilege. As Harry and Meghan continue their journey, they write a new narrative, one that transcends the crown and the confines of tradition. Their life together is marked by trials and triumphs, losses and lessons, doubts and dreams. They walk a path few have dared to take, choosing freedom over fame, love over obligation. Their story unfolds in a world watching closely, yet they remain steadfast in carving a space where they can be true to themselves. In this new chapter, the future is uncertain but filled with possibilities. Theirs is a tale of transformation, courage, and the relentless pursuit of meaning. No longer defined solely by royal blood, Harry and Meghan strive to leave a legacy of compassion, authenticity, and hope for generations to come.